Hi, how are you doing? It's code.org again. In the last recorded video, we covered the levels in lesson 5, creating function. In this video, we're going to create a project that will cover the ideas and the concepts in lesson 7 and lesson 8. Lesson 7 is about using the function with parameters and creating functions with parameters. First of all, I'm going to click My Dashboard. If you're just signing to your account, the dashboard will be the first screen you're going to see. Then from here, create, then create an App Lab project. Do you remember you created the App Lab project to create the interactive application, to create the user interface and the screens. Today we're going to use a different part in code.org, which is the turtle here, okay, and we may use the math, okay, and definitely the functions. So in introduction to programming part, we are using the turtle part, then the math part, then the functions, okay. We are mainly concerned with those three tabs. Before start working with our project and doing anything, you need to rename your project and name it with your name. Okay, I'm going to type my name, then click save. Okay, it's caps. Click save. Then we're gonna start with drawing the background of our project. By the way, what will be at the back should its code should be written first, okay? So we're starting from behind to front. The background will be at the back, so from the turtle we're gonna drag a dot, okay? A dot is a new code we didn't use before. To know the function of any code, we're gonna read the documentation of the code. So from here, we're having like a description of the code, draws a dot centered at the turtle's location with the specific radius. If you click see examples, you're gonna see examples for the code, okay? So actually using the dot will help us to draw a circle, and the center of the circle will be the turtle. Okay, so when we click run, we're having a tiny small circle. To change the radius of the circle, we're gonna change the value we're having here. Actually, the value here is called the parameter. So the value you're gonna pass inside your function is called the parameter. And what do we have here? As we said before, are built-in function. The function we're going to create using the block here is our own function. I said before, App Lab has its own built-in functions, okay? Those are built-in functions. Adding a value to this function or passing a value such as the 5 we're having here is the parameter we're gonna pass inside the function, okay? So changing the 5 to be like 10, for example, or not 10, make it bigger. By the way, we can type instead of selecting from the drop down menu. I'm gonna make it like 100. Run. By default, we're having a black circle, okay? So what if we need to change the circle? Okay, we're going to drag a pen color, and pen color is a new code as well, or a new function we're gonna use today. Pen color will give a color for whatever comes after it. So place the pen color, and by the way, the property of the dot or the property of the line we will draw should come before, not after. So we need to place the pen color before the dot. We can make our background blue. I'm gonna type blue. Okay, reset and run. Now we're having a blue circle, and as you can see, the turtle in the center of that circle. I'm gonna make the radius of my circle too big, so it will fill the entire screen. So instead of 100, we're gonna make it 300. So now we're having the background. The background is a big dot, okay? And actually it should be 300 to fill in the screen, okay? Remember, if we need to change the color, if we need to add a different property for our line, we're gonna draw a line just now to add the pen color before, not after, okay? Now I'm going to draw a square, okay? And that square should be in white, and the width of its sides should be 10. So what should I do? I need to move my turtle forward. So first of all, we're gonna move forward, and starting now we're having, yes, a parameter for the move forward. So instead of moving 25 only, or one step, the default was 25. And in the previous levels, when we drag a move forward, it was moving only 25 pixels. Okay, reset and run. Nothing happened. Why? Yes, we didn't add the pen color for the move forward or for the line, so we need to drag a different pen color. Here we're gonna make it white. Actually the turtle already draw a line, but the line was in blue. We need to add a different color for the line. So reset and run. Okay, we're gonna make it longer. Instead of 25, we're gonna make it like a 100. Okay, I need to change the width of the line. So from here, pen width, again it should be before the line, not after. Instead of 3, we're gonna make it 10. Reset and run. Now we need to turn right. Now we're having a turn right. There is no need for turn left 3 times. So turn left. By default, it's 90 degrees. I'm gonna keep it 90 degrees. Now we're having the option to add a different values for the angles, for the moving forward, and so on. So reset and run to see what do we have. Then we're gonna draw, I said I need a square, so all of the sides should be from the same. Okay, I'm just copying and pasting. You can drag and drop. Okay, okay, reset and run to see what do we have. Then turn right and move forward again. Reset and run. Now we're having our square completed and everything's fine. So what if I need to have another square? What should I do? I'm going to repeat the same blocks I'm having here. Yeah, it's a kind of solution. So we're going to like copy from here, starting from the white, pen color white, copy and paste. Okay, so reset and run. So we're having the two of them and they are too close. We're gonna fix the problem of having them sticking together. But what about the efficiency rule? What about using the line of codes? What should we do? Yes, we're going to create a function. Sorry, control Z. Okay. What about creating a function and using that function as many times as we need? So we're going to drag a function from here. This is a declaration of a function. What do we have here as a definition or a declaration? I'm gonna change my function to square. Okay, then I'm going to drag what I'm having here inside. We still have an error as we defined the function and we didn't call the function. So from my function, this is a call of a function. Okay. Then we're going to call the function square and square, reset and run. We're having only one square as we called the function only once. To create another one, I'm going to call the function yes again. So I'm gonna copy and paste to have two squares. We're having the two squares. So what if I need a third one? Okay. To fix the problem of having them sticking together, we're gonna use from here pen up. Do you remember the pen up and pen down? Pen up here. A pen up will move the turtle away without drawing anything. Again, a pen up will move the turtle, okay, without drawing anything. So I need the first one to be here, for example, the second one to be here. Reset. Here, the X value on the X-axis and the Y-axis, where I'm placing my mouse here, the X-axis equals 44 and the Y equals 44. So I moved my turtle without drawing anything using the pen up. Then I'm going to add move to. Where is the move to? Move to here. So after drawing the first square, it will pen up and move the circle to, the turtle to 63x and 54. 63 and 54. Okay. And the third one should be here. Here meaning 211, 331. So drag, I move to copy, I move to here. We said like we're gonna make it 220 and 300. 220 for the X and 300 for the Y. Let's run to see what do we have. We're having only one Y. We moved the turtle without drawing anything, but we forgot to ask her to draw again. Using pen up, we'll move it without drawing a line. Okay? I need to ask her to draw again. meaning أنا أخدت البين أب دي خليتها مشيت من غير ما ترسم أي حاجة وحطيتها في البليس اللي اسمه 6354 and then هي راحت تاني عند السكوير. I didn't ask her to draw again. Asking her to draw again meaning pen down. So place pen down here after move to and pen down here after move to. Okay, reset and run. we're having the squares, one here and one here and one. So whenever we click reset and run, we're having the squares in the same places we set for move to for the X and Y. So if we need to add some interaction to our project and we need to minimize the lines of code as well, what should we do? First of all, I'm going to drag the move to and the pen down here inside the function. Okay, so after pen down and moving with no drawing, then he will move to a different place using the X and the Y values. Then he will start drawing, and I'm going to delete those as well. Now I minimized the line of codes. Reset and run is going to draw the first one and the second to the second one, and the third one will be in position 60 and 71. So where is the interaction? From math here, we're going to replace the value of X and Y with a random number. Okay, drag another one for the Y. Actually, a random number is to set a minimum value and a maximum value, and every time the program will run, he will pick any random number between the minimum and the maximum value. Actually, the one here is the minimum value, so I'm gonna make it 0, and the maximum value will be 300. So whenever we run the program will select a different number for X in between 0 and 300, and the same for the Y, it will be 0 and 300. Actually, the dimension of the screen here is 300 by 300. That's why I set the minimum value to be 0, the maximum to be 300, to have the squares anywhere around the screen. Okay, I'm going to make the execution somehow slow to see how the program will execute the code. Remember, the code will be executed from line 1 to line 19. First of all, he will make the background, then he will read the first call of the function. He will get inside the function, set the properties, the color is white, the pen width 10, then he will draw the square. Then he will pen up the first one, he will draw the first one, then he will pen up moving, okay, without drawing, to a random X value and Y value, then pen down and start drawing. Reset and see the highlighted codes are executed. So the background, then the call, get inside, draw the first square, then move forward, pen up, pick a random place, draw the second one, the third one, okay, now we're done. So what if we need to change the place of drawing the first square? The first square will be in the same place. We're going to start by pen up, move to, pen down. Make them first. Okay, so once we start, he will draw the background, then pen up away, pick any random places, pen down to start drawing, then he will draw the squares. Let's see. It moved away, then start drawing and move forward, then again pen up away, and then draw the second one, pen up, start drawing, and so on. Okay, now we're having the 3 squares. I'm gonna make it faster. This time they will be in different places. Reset and run. Again, different places. Again, different places. Okay? We can draw a different interactive digital scenes. So the codes we used today are the dot, okay, to draw circles. We used the pen color to add a color to your code or to your drawings. Then we used the pen up. If we selected the pen up, we have a description for it. Picks the pen up so the turtle does not draw a line. Then pen down, puts the pen down so the turtle draws a line behind it as it moves. Then we had the random numbers. Quickly, I'm going to create another project showing you how to use the same codes to draw a smiling face. First of all, click here, create, click on the App Lab. Now we're having a new project. Make sure to rename it with your name again. Okay, rename it with your name. First of all, we're gonna start by the background. From turtle, again, we set the background as a big dot. First of all, we're going to start with the background. So from the turtle, drag a dot. Okay, we need to change the radius to be 300. Then we're going to drag pen color, place it before the dot. It could be green. Okay, run. Now we're having our background. Then we're going to draw a circle here. It will represent the face of the emoji or the smiling face. So again, a dot. For your assignment, you're going to create an App Lab project. Make sure to have a background. Make sure to use a function to repeat any shape, circle, square, triangle, a rectangle, using a function. You're gonna draw it using a function as we did here. Then you're going to call your function many times as you can to draw like 3 shapes, 4 shapes, 5 shapes as you like. Change the background color, change the width, change the properties of your shape. Make sure to have a kind of interaction using random numbers.